Okay, let me just show you the deck as it is at the moment, and the pergola, which is finished. The deck is now virtually complete from a framing stage, and you can see that there are a total of 4 beams effectively. One here, which is an underbeam at the end. It's about 7.5 meters long. That's a doubled up 140 by 45, and then there's another beam there, which is a flush beam, and that's effectively I think that's a 10 inch, so that's a 240, I think it is, if I recall correctly. 240. 240 by 45 doubled up with smaller beams on the end that span a much shorter distance. There's another one over there that becomes an underbeam down there. You can see just there. That's just a 140 by 45 doubled up. And here you've got the same type of beam running through the middle. Again, a 240 by 45 doubled up, with a center stumps also, as you can see there, just there. And also a smaller beam on the side, 240 by 45. Sorry, 140 by 45 doubled up. And over here, likewise, on that, just there. And then there's not a beam, I suppose, but it's a ledger board up against the house, held in with dyno bolts and anchor bolts. And the joists are effectively, obviously, connected to the ledger board with hangers. And they're all 140 by 45 joists, all treated pine. Everything's treated pine. And they sit here, they just sit on top of the beam. That becomes quite easy. And to this length here, where I'm standing now, or I'll just back off a bit. So this beam here, so from here to there, that was about 4.8 meters. 2.4 to the middle beam, and each of these joists is at 400 mil centers. And then they've got one final distance to here, to this beam here, which is about 1 point something meters, 1.5, I suppose. I can't remember the distance now. But so this cantilever's over the side a bit, which I think works very well. And over there you've got 3 posts, which will form a wall and table arrangement, or bar arrangement, for the barbecue. Just wanted to be in place before we start the flooring. And on this side, you can see that there are 3 handrail posts, and there'll be a stairwell where the current ramp and stairs are. It's a job that I'll do after the decking's done. And you can see the pergola, of course, which I should talk about also. That's got 6 by 6 posts, primarily with bracket or anchor type galvanized foundations, and a large ledger board up against the house again. Now, this beam here has come out of a Lily's garage, Lily Anton's garage. They chucked it out, so that's 300 by, I think it's 75 mil. And then that's an Oregon beam actually. And here there's a beam also. I think that's a little bit less actually, dimensions. And then you've got the joists or purlins. And I think 240 by 45, and on top of that, I've got sort of rafters, and I just ripped the 90 by 45s there, I think it was. Yep, 90 by 45s ripped in half, so 90 by, they end up being about 90 by 20. As you can see, the ledger board up against the ledger board, whatever, up against the house. So that's where we're at now. We've still got to put some weed cover along some of these areas here. I've got to finish a little, all the exposed joists and bearers have got tape on them, or malthoid tape. You know, I put the malthoid down where there's no penetration. It doesn't tend to seal up stuff like underneath these joists here. Okay, protecting the beam. Likewise on that one over there. Just show you, just there. That's malthoid too. Other than that, it's a tape. I've got tape and everything, as you can see, protecting the joists, joist tape. And on the sides, you've got, I'll show you here. Now that's wide. That's a 140 on its side plus two 45s on either side, boxing it in so that I can put a picture rail type arrangement with the decking boards, which is not going to be straightforward because I'm not using very long decking boards. They're all a bit they're featured qualified or classified as feature class, which means they're all a bit shorter and a little bit imperfect. Yeah, okay. I'll do a second installment when we've done the decking.